DJ and Kayla here. That's pretty cool. Two MotoAmerica racers right in front of us. Okay.
You should go up a group. You're going way faster than everyone else up there.
You guys see the time right there, 6:47. Mako's driving. You awake, man?
I'm half awake.
I'm sitting here getting this H2 video up for you guys. Thankfully today we don't have to worry about any of that because we are headed to the track, and not just any track. We are headed to the Daytona International Speedway, which they only do this track day once a year. That's it. They didn't do it for a while. It was like 10 plus years before this. You guys loved last time I was out here. I think you're gonna like the bike that I actually brought. Mako and I are running on about an hour of sleep.
Yeah, around that, an hour or less.
I don't know why I always end up doing track days. I'm like, it's literally 1 to 2 hours of sleep. When I saw a few days ago that they were having this track day, because I had no idea, like 4 days ago, this was even going on, I had to sign up. So sit back, relax, grab your popcorn. We get about an hour left till we get there. All right, we got our lanyards. We're officially registered, ready to go. You awake, Mako?
Still waking up, bro.
I'm worried about him, man.
Still waking up, bro. I don't be napping when he's doing his
Hey, you better not be asleep in the stands. You be taking photos and videos, man. I'm gonna ride by and see Mako knocked. Y'all see the palm trees, man. Florida does it different. This is the best part of going to any track right here. You gotta do a little tunnel run. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Yeah. Y'all hear the diesel, baby? The diesel. Yeah, boy. The guy in the golf cart was like, what the heck is that noise? Oh, yeah, beautiful. Daytona, such a sick view. Can you imagine, bro? These stadiums full of people as you just rip around it. So cool. Were you full time last time I was here? I don't remember, bro. Damn. I'll never ever get over this stuff. Will Center Racing. If you get a chance to come out here and do a track day at Daytona, I highly recommend it.
Really, first track day, baby.
She's a little nervous, she's excited, you know what I'm saying?
FLG place looking nice.
Yeah, let's go, baby. All right, let me roll this over. Get a chance. Damn. Not gonna lie to you guys, I did want to bring the R1, but it's a Ducati track day. I feel like it'd be kind of disrespectful to own a Ducati and show up to a Ducati track day without the Duck. Now, this is my favorite bike to ride on the track. You guys know I'm gonna have a little PTSD from last track day. You don't remember that tire incident? Go back and watch that video. This thing just has so much power. When you crank it on the bank, it eats at that tire. So that's why I was kind of hesitant to bring it, but we'll take it easy if we do end up doing it. This is the icing on the cake when it comes to the track. You get good on the other bikes and then you pull this out and it's just chef's kiss.
There can be very big speed differentials, all right? So we want to make sure everyone does that entirely properly. We will detail that as we get there, but that will be your first lap of your first follow leader session. You're gonna go out of the pits, do the proper entrance on the racetrack, do one lap and come right back. You will be going down this straightaway here, and we'll do the same thing. The line down the straightaway on the way to start and finish is really not a particularly critical thing, but I do tend to give myself in the one boards, and then as you get more advanced, you look at where the grass ends the pavement and the pavement begins down the inside for your shutoff point. 2 minutes, get your photos, guys. Go up, climb the banking, anybody?
All right, we hopped out and came out on the banking real quick. Look at that. I don't think you guys understand how steep this is, dude. Cameron never does it justice, but Mega, how you doing up there, bro? I know, bro. You good?
I'm glad I got the bricks on.
Yeah, no, I'm wearing the slides. I'm slacking, bro. I'm slacking. Oh my gosh, bro. Dang. Woo. Hold on. Look at that. Bro, that is wild. Oh, it's so sick. Sheesh. Dang. Just ripping around. Oh, bro, I can't wait.
He said 2 minutes, that'll change your life.
Slide is crazy.
As you're going around the banking, early people will make a big move. Come on here. Have a solid brake lever all the time. If you do not have a solid brake lever, you do not ride it until you have a solid brake lever. Right. This is simple.
All right, we got Millie set up here. We're about to go out for the first session. We're gonna take her out. The reason why I bought Millie is because I honestly haven't brought her on the track. All the other bikes I brought on the track. You can see, obviously Luna has had some good track time. All the tires on the other bikes look like that. And then we get to the chicken strips on Millie. Yuck. So yeah, A, we gotta fix that. B, I really never feel like I know a bike, honestly, until I get it out on the track. So this is kind of my way of familiarizing myself with this bike. I know I've done 800 miles on the street with it, but 100 miles on the track versus 800 miles on the street is very, very, very different. I'll learn more in these 100 miles we do today or more or whatever we do than I will riding 10,000 miles on the street, because you're really pushing it, leaning it over, hard braking, etc., etc. But all right, enough yapping. Boys are getting out. Let's get Millie started. Let's get this going.
Alright, we're gonna get to follow Kayla, which would be cool.
I hate it here.
This guy looks like he loves his job. Alright, here we go. Cold tires. This will be fun getting schooled by her. Alright, here we go. This bike sounds so wild. I know this is probably one of the trickiest corners on the track. Yeah. Go wide. Bring it in. Yo, that banking for real makes you dizzy, dude. Okay, this is one of my favorite parts of the track. I do remember that. Go wide, bring it in. All right, holy cow. Daytona, baby! So I'm gonna talk you guys kind of like what I'm doing here is just taking note. A, I need to wake my eyes up because these are my first laps out here today. And B, just taking note of brake markers and just like trying to take note of any little markers I can see where she is turning in, like braking, accelerating, like where she's apexing, etc., etc. Oh, this is PJ and Kayla here. That's pretty cool. These tar sticks are sketchy. Two MotoAmerica racers right in front of us. That's pretty dope. corner gets me every time. That's probably the trickiest one. I gotta watch her line better next time to see exactly how she does it. Corner, bro. Yes, yes, so sick. Go on, dude. Damn, she's fast. Honestly, I need to play with the rear sets on this bike, because trying to shift on the bank, you guys saw me, I'm like short shifting into fifth, because with the G-forces, I'm like legitimately getting dizzy going around that bank.
You need to move up. That was good.
No, that was fun. That was a good pace. That was my first time out there. I didn't go on the first session.
Yeah, you're
still learning. Okay.
You should go up a group.
Okay. All right, that's fine.
You should tell them I said so.
Okay. All right. Who do I need to tell?
You're way faster than everyone else out there.
Okay. All right. I'm being a little bitch, but I'll do it. Maybe I just need to stretch a little bit. This bike has such an aggressive sitting position. My knees hurt. I'm not gonna lie to you, my back hurts. This reminds me of like the R1, how aggressive this is. I don't have these pains in the R1, on the Beamer, or on the Duck. And that's with these aftermarket rear sets from MotoAmerica too. That's pretty cool though. Carola's like, you need to go up. That's a W on the day. If nothing else good happens, that is a W on the day in my opinion. So I don't know who I need to go talk to do that, but we'll get it figured out. All right, Millie's been doing good. It's different in person, right?
Oh, legit, straight up way different in person.
Heck yeah. We got some good bikes out here. Another SP2, beautiful R1M. Got a beautiful Streetfighter. That looks like a ZX4 Brutale. Pretty cool to see one of these out here. That's very, very, very rare. And then another Streetfighter. This is actually Fabrizio's old Streetfighter V4. We got a V2, Multistrada, R6, V2. This is the final edition. I don't remember. Aprilia HD4 Factory. Dang. I like this white color scheme on here. I said if I were to get one, it would definitely be in this colorway. And then we've got V4S, V2, V4S. It looks good, bro. Yeah, absolutely. I said I was gonna get a track bike. This would be it. This is amazing. It just makes power everywhere. It sounds phenomenal. Full carbon on here. I love these bikes so much. And then we got a beautiful old school Honda on here. 02 RC51. These are rare, man. Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful. You guys should recognize these bikes. We got Kayla and PJ's V2s, fully track setup. quick disconnects on the tire warmers. These are obviously just race dedicated bikes. And another one here as well. Definitely cool to see these in person, and they absolutely just rip on these bikes, man. Chickster, Aprilia gang out here representing. We got a beautiful V2. I like those wings on there. I've never actually seen the wings on the V2. He's got like the MotoGP wings on the rear as well, with a bunch of beautiful dry carbon signed by someone. Yeah, it looks really good. Tricolor. That is really nice. Look at the old dry clutch setups on these bikes with the trellis frame and everything, and the undertail exhaust when they used to do those on this bike. And that cockpit is just so nice, man. Fireblade. These have a special place in my heart because I always wanted one. Like when I bought my 07, I really wanted one. I just couldn't afford this generation. It's always nice to see them out here. 959 course. This is a really beautiful bike to have out here. Boys love like the matte paint that Ducati does on these bikes. New R1 out here. You can tell by like the wings that are on there. You got a V4R. It looks like it's got these Sparket exhausts on there with the BST wheels. Those look good. That's nice. And then Aprilia too. There's some race strings on there. And then we've got an R9, which is really cool to see. I still want one of these. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Make it a full dedicated track bike. Maybe soon. I actually really like it in this blue. You got Yamaha gang out here. R6, R1. Looking good, bro. It looks really good. Let's go. You guys know Chili one. We got them over here. Hey, what's up? How are you guys doing? Enjoying it so far?
Good time.
Yeah. This is your first time out here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
I like it.
Very different compared to like Jennings and Roebling and stuff.
Oh yeah.
What'd you think about the BMW over the Ducati?
You know what? I'm gonna give you straight up the Ducati all the way. I mean,
Really?
I need to adjust the rear sets.
Yeah.
The gearing is so different. Like coming onto that, you come back onto the oval. I'm in third gear, solid. And
Yeah.
I gotta go to fourth right away, where I can carry second to that. You know what I mean? And then
That's crazy.
it's a big difference. I don't know if it's like that with your SP, but
Is yours tuned?
yeah.
Damn. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, he's got his beautiful 2025 M1K. You guys know the dry carbon and everything on there. It is growing on me, I will say. Maybe we'll take it out later. We'll see. Shout out to the Chili one over here. You guys go follow him on YouTube. Show him some love. Instagram, all the socials, man. And then Brett is on his S1K. And then he's also got his V4. He's loving the V4 over the BMW. So this is set up really well. You guys saw me ride this as well. Yeah, he's done it up really well with that full undertail. Akrapovic exhaust. I think that's it for the most part. Like there's a couple people in here. I think these are like actual race teams. So last year when they did the Daytona track day, it was actually after the races. So I think it was that following Monday after everyone had kind of gone home. This time we're out here on a Thursday and the races are Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So a little bit different. I think it's Friday, Saturday actually. So yeah, all the race teams and everyone's here, and then the line to get in this morning was crazy, etc, etc. Hell yeah. Let's go. Yeah, everyone's starting to get ready because we got a classroom session here at 12:30. It's 12:24, as you guys can see right there. And then it's time to get back on the track. So definitely excited for the second part of the day to get some more seat time, get some more practice, and really get to know Millie. Maybe we'll get on the M1K. Honestly, I probably will get on the M1K because
Guys who ride like this, and I won't call them out, but I could call out people who ride too much like this. They actually don't have any much problem on the entrance part of the corner because this riding position doesn't really affect that part of the corner very much. If I'm gonna say, where does my body need to be to maximize braking, right? I gotta be in a spot where I'm in control, where I can put a lot of force in the bars. This is okay to put force in the bars and the brakes, right? What sets the limit for how hard you can brake? What does the motorcycle do on most modern motorcycles when you are braking as hard as you possibly can? Lift the rear. 100%. Okay, lifts the back tire. So I look at it and say, okay, from a physics standpoint, what can I do to limit that? Well, I'm gonna slide back a little bit, right? I'm gonna put my weight more on the back tire. That way I can brake harder before that happens.
All right, so we just finished up at the classroom. I'm not gonna record everything that's going on in there, otherwise this video would be hours long, but there were a lot of you that came up to me today and said, before coming out here, you actually watched my video to get some tips and learn some stuff. So I'm gonna try and share and relay the information that I'm learning in the classroom to you guys. And the biggest thing we just talked about was body positioning and staying relaxed. So allowing the bike to tell you what's going on. So if you're holding on tight and like locked to elbows and all that stuff, you're not allowing the chassis to flex. relax, essentially. To get feedback from the bike is what I'm trying to get at. So like, you want to be relaxed. You don't want to have a tight grip on the handlebars. You should almost, he said, like a lot of drills that they'll do sometimes in the corner, you should be able to reach off and touch the ground, and you should be bracing through your core, which allows you to do that. You really have to focus on core strength to be able to do that. So on these laps, we're going to focus on that, relaxing, hard braking. If you ever feel like you're coasting on the track, as in you're not on the throttle or you're not braking, or you're giving it like partial brake instead of like hard braking and then like slowly starting to roll on, you're braking either too soon. That's pretty much it. You're braking too soon. So we're going to try and brake a little bit later in the corners, body position, relax. And then also I'm going to try and slow down a little bit and try and hit the apexes a little bit better. Just got to work on some of my lines. Like I said, I've really only had 2 sessions today out on the track, so I think we've got 3 more. So we got a little bit more time, but it's starting to get late. It's already like 2 or 3 o'clock. Tire pressures are good. We got a nice sandy appearance here, which is what we want. Not too much boogering up. A little bit of insurance policy never hurts anybody with the tire, especially up front, as you can see there. Even on the Duck, we always leave a little bit of insurance. Obviously, there's a lot less up front and in the rear, but we're just getting comfortable with the bike. My biggest complaint is I gotta figure out a different way to adjust these rear sets. And then on the banking, like you guys see me short shifting up in the 5th because there's just so much G-forces when you're going around the bank that like trying to lift your foot, because I'm not in GP shift, trying to get it off the peg, slide it under the shifter, and then pull up against all those G-forces is just really, really taxing. So if there's a way I can switch it to GP shift really quickly, I will. This also needs to be adjusted up some. So we'll play with that. We'll get all that dialed in. That's why we do track days. Like I said, to really learn your bike and to get it dialed for you. But all right, enough yapping. We get suited up, get ready to go, and we'll hop back on the track for session 3 for your boy. How you feeling, Mako?
Sick.
So you eating that bullshit? Eating that bullshit? Nah, bro, I ate good. I had a healthy meal, but he eating a bunch of bullshit.
A few moments later.
Alright, if you've never done a track day before, fun fact, a lot of the crashes you see happen after lunch because people start getting comfortable, they start pushing it a little bit too much, versus in the morning everyone's kind of nervous and anxious and kind of just chilling. So usually for the first session, right after lunch, we take it easy, we still work on, like you guys just saw him talk about, body position, lines, figuring everything out on the track, etc, etc. I do not want to be up front. There's Kayla and PJ. Pretty cool. They're out here just hanging out all day. Usually you got to pay extra to get some seat time with them. I know last year you definitely did. And my dog here on the R9. Looking beautiful, man. That MV. Sheesh. He's making me miss mine. I need to take that sticker off so you guys can actually see the speed. I forgot about that. We are not on public streets. R9 sounds good, dude. Alright, so we did lower tire pressures. Hopefully they're dialed in on this round, and we studied the track a little bit more. Roll on the throttle, slowly roll. parking it. Parking it, come on. I will say my biggest complaint with this bike so far is there's just no mid-range. So I'm probably going to have to change the gearing on it. I'm going easy on those damn banks. I do not want to destroy my tire again. Screw that. I see. I just needed to fall off the bridge though. I got it. Alright, let's go, Millie. better. I feel so much more confident now. I just gotta get these dang rear sets adjusted on this bike. All the F250s. Yeah, felt much better. Much better.
I lost the cap of the clutch.
What?
Yeah, fucking fluid everywhere.
Damn.
Cooking, bro.
Hell, that was fun. Yeah. All right, so we are with Mr. Eric Wood here. He's the founder, starter of Woodcraft out here, which is pretty cool. And he's been leading our instructions in class, as you guys have seen. So I smell race fuel. Someone's running race gas. Yeah, so we'll do some laps following him. He's definitely gonna hold me accountable because I was asking a lot of questions in class. again. Too late, yeah, see? Like that, I completely missed that. This bike is an animal, bro. Literally is an animal. Come on, bro, come on. Come on. Come on. that turn last year. Ooh, relax, relax, but the mic doing. Oh, 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 oh. I didn't realize that. I think that was better. My body positioning was better. Braking into the chicane felt much better. This is why I'm telling you, you guys gotta get out here and do a track day, bro. Like, I'm getting so comfortable on this bike, and I'm telling you, putting around on the street or even ripping on the street doesn't even come close to getting on a racetrack where you learn the track and you're doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. So then the route becomes less of a worry. Like, you know what's coming up. It's just you perfecting your technique, your body positioning, braking, acceleration, like all that stuff on the bike, man. So much fun. Holy cow. Look at Mako, man. Embarrassing, bro. We had to get Mako to a track there. We just gotta get him a suit so he can join in on the fun instead of coming out here and napping, bro. All right, here we go. We're going out. Vic getting yelled at, bro. Damn. Vic just trying to get the flicks for you guys, man. They're not playing out here. Yeah, last time was a lot more chill because we did it the Monday after the races. Since the races are going on tomorrow and Saturday, they've got full security out here. Obviously, all the race teams are over there, as you guys have seen earlier. It's all good. Shout out to Vic for trying to make it happen, though. All right, here we go. All right, last session of the day. Time to just have some fun. Enjoy being out here on Daytona. Such a beautiful scenery, man. All right, let's focus. I gotta get these tires warm. That's really the best way to get your tires warm, honestly, is hard acceleration. In a straight line, obviously. And braking. All right, focus. I think some of the advanced guys are. Oh, this guy. Come on, ZX10, let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on. Coming in hot, baby. Coming in hot, my boy. Yeah! There we go! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Oh! My head! I got you. Brake, brake, brake. Throttle. There we go. Alright, my freaking kryptonite here. Lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in, baby. That's my coach right there. coming, baby. I'm coming, Mr. R9. I'm coming for you. I'm coming. Come here. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. Oh. Look at that thing. about to get him. I was coming. Good man. Good. It's also cool the relationships you form with people at the end of the day, man. Damn, Lily. We made it. Beautiful Daytona. Can you imagine just coming down here, seeing the checkered flag and this stand being just filled with people? Insane. Solid day. Most important part is that we made it back with the bike shiny side up. So much fun, dude. That's how you ride. Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go, Millie. From here on out, that's how you ride, girl. We was getting it.
5 minutes later.
First gear. These things can do. Yeah, this one easily do 200 plus.
All right, Millie is done for the day. I don't know if you guys can notice right here. Look at all the fluid on my girl. She's shining now, man. Tires looking good. Like I said, always want to leave a little bit of an insurance policy on the side. I'll definitely get more on the left leaned over than on the right. And then I don't know what this line is here. I don't know if I ran over something or the tires just getting cooked or what. But Millie did good. I'm not gonna lie, at first, I really wasn't feeling it. Oh, damn. I know the exhaust is crazy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, that's how much you ride, baby. Yeah, hey, you ain't getting that from stunting. I'm playing. I can't wait to have my stunt bike back. I miss it. I miss my stunt bike so much. 2 weeks, the cage should be done. Then we'll get back to stunting. But anyway, tracking for now. What do you guys think? It sounded insane, right?
You can hear it.
Yeah.
It's so unique. Like, I'm like hearing it. I'm like, yep, Dylan's coming right now.
Yeah, it's FastLaneD.
You waiting for D to come around the bend and you already know. You don't gotta.
Yeah. Shining in all the carbon. Shout out to MotoAmerica. If you ever need any parts for your bikes. Luna, I know, she just sat here the whole time, man. I know, this guy, man. Hey, all right, where's Luna money then? We need money for carbon wheels, sports carbon wheels.
That shit on the side, bro.
Oh my God, this guy capping. Thanks, we trying, bro. We trying. FastLaneD.com. Anyways, Breezer, how you feeling on the beautiful MV? How'd the MV feel today?
Fast.
Fast.
I did 186 on this.
180, sheesh. On a naked's insane. You must have been hella tough. Yeah, literally, man. I missed mine. Damn. All right, let's get the bikes loaded and then I'll give a recap of everything. Once we're eating, because I'm dying. We just made it back from the track. I am super, super proud of Millie. She did a great job today. Like I said, that exhaust is looking beautiful. I'm gonna honestly just get right into it. If you have not gone and done a track day, I'm telling you, you need to go. There is no sort of street riding that you can do that's gonna emulate a track. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I hit some back road or some mountain roads. It's not the same because on the street, there's just so much that you cannot control. Like you're not in a controlled environment. I know a lot of you think you are, but you never really know the road, if that makes sense. As in, yeah, you can do a route and do a check and make sure everything's good, but when you come back up, you may have an animal cross the road that you're not expecting to see. You may have a car on a blind corner over the double yellow. You may have a car that just came through that spilled some oil, or maybe some leaves dropped or some debris dropped into the road. Like there's just so much that you can't control versus at the track, you're in a controlled environment so you can really focus and start pushing and getting out of that comfort zone and trying new things on a route because A, you know the track, you know exactly what's coming up, and then B, like you trust your track marshals to make sure you're good, like the track is clear, there's not going to be anything reckless or crazy going on, especially with the smaller private track days that I typically do. I usually don't do the big stuff just because there are some people out there that just think it's cool to try and pass the influencer, so I try to avoid some of that stuff by just going to the private day stuff. It's smaller, more intimate, and you get a lot more track time too. But that's a whole different point. Go to the track, get a good coach, get the coach to follow you and give you some tips on stuff that you can get better at. I mean, there's stuff that even MotoGP riders are consistently working on. And seat time is king. The more seat time you get, the better you're gonna get. That's just with anything in life. Whether it's sports, trying to grow a YouTube channel, like whatever. The more you do it, the more reps you get, the more natural stuff's gonna come and the better you get, man. I never really feel like I know my bikes until like get them on the track, to be honest with you, which is why all of my bikes have been on the track. H2's been on the track. All the bikes behind us have been on the track, besides the MT07, that's a stunt bike. But finally got the blade on the track. My biggest things with this bike was I did feel like the mid-range is kind of lacking. I know a lot of Fireblade owners will put a different chain or sprocket setup on there, which is definitely coming. We're probably gonna add some teeth in the rear, just give it a little more mid-range. It has so much top end that I feel like even if we take some away, this bike will still be insane. Comfort-wise, we are gonna go with the wider clip-ons, which I think will help. And then also, I need to play with the settings on these rear sets a little bit more, especially on the shifting side. Maybe we'll put it in the GP shift. It's just when you're on that bank, if you ever get to do Daytona, you are glued when you're just ripping, because the G-force is literally just pressing everything down. So like trying to get my foot up under the shifter and to pull up, it's just way too much work. I'd rather short shift going up and then just literally just rip on, roll on, and just keep it rolling. At least for me, that's what I found to be easier. Obviously, if it was in GP shift, you can just slide your foot and press down. You can definitely do that. My Ducati's in GP shift, so maybe we'll put this in GP shift. I just hate going back and forth, try and keep them all pretty consistent. But my biggest takeaways were body positioning, staying relaxed on the bike, just letting it give you the feedback. Daytona is really, really, really bumpy in a lot of those parts, especially like going onto the bank and like right before the bank. Like one time my tire did jump, and that's because I didn't have a lot of weight on my legs. That's another thing I really practiced and learned today, is just trying to keep a lot of pressure on the pegs with my lower body and really controlling the bike with my lower body versus trying to give not minimal but less input through the bars and more with my legs, especially when the rear requires a lot of traction. So if I'm losing traction back there, really trying to just put more pressure on that tire back there so that it has enough traction. So when it jumped, I just was not on the pegs and set up correctly, so that's why it did jump. But every other time it was fine. And then same with just listening to the bike, like when it's giving you the feedback, going over bumps and all that stuff, and hard braking and really pressing down on the front so that you give the bike enough traction up front with the braking and all that stuff. I don't know, it was really informative as far as that. Body positioning, I know what I need to work on. Probably want to go to Jennings here in a few weeks and really get some seat time in, because that'll be a private, smaller track day. I'll work on and practice as well. Hard braking, really, really, really trusting the brakes on this bike. I mean, they were great. I think Manny and I will upgrade the rotors, pads. We'll probably keep the calipers. As far as everything else, this bike's great. It sounds insane whipping down the track. I wish I could hear it for a third-person POV. To be real with you guys, I've been riding now for, I think I'm coming up on 12 years since I got my first bike. And like after you do a track day and you go back to the street, like that first ride, you're always like, this is so boring. You're on the defense versus you can be on the offense on the track. Like you're just riding defensively, safely. It's very different. It doesn't require nearly as much focus and locking in as when you're pushing it on the track. So I've had a lot more fun being on the track recently and doing the stunt riding stuff, just exploring new avenues with the bike life. And that's the cool thing with it, is when you get bored with a certain aspect, you can try something else and find a whole new love for it and reignite that fire. So you're definitely gonna see, especially going into the winter, I know it's track season down here for us, I know up north, snow, sorry. You'll definitely be seeing some more track content. Definitely seeing some more stunt content too. You guys comment down below. You guys enjoyed that video? What track should we do next? I know Coda, Barber, and honestly, those two are my favorite. Daytona, I don't think Daytona is like a favorite track of mine. It's just a really cool atmosphere to be in, especially with all the race teams out there, and then also seeing the stands, like all the grandstands when you go by, and the G-forces on the banking, because there's not a lot of tracks where you get that experience. So I think that is really what makes Daytona cool. The infield is honestly really tricky. I don't think I studied my track map enough today to really get those lines down. I think last time I was probably a little bit faster, from a lack of sleep, so that's on me. Making our running on fumes today, like I'm talking like 45 minutes, like an hour of sleep. And B, just not studying my map enough, not having someone go out and really show me the lines. So that's on me for not asking. Yeah, that's my honest feedback about Daytona. Will I do it again next year? Absolutely. I'll be out there with the Penguin Racing School. Shout out to Eric. He did a great job today coaching us and really just letting us kind of lead the discussion and ask questions on what we were struggling with out there. there on the track. So great experience. Second year doing Daytona, there'll definitely be a third. We didn't have any issues with tires this time. These were Bridgestone, so I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but that's enough yapping. This clip is extremely long. Shout out to everyone that made it this far in the video. If you've not done a track day, go do a track day. You will not regret it. You'll be mad at yourself that you waited this long to do it. Invest in your riding skills. It could save your life one day. It's really all I got for you guys. Love y'all, rooting for y'all. As always, work hard, be consistent. You can do anything you want in life. Your boy, Millie, and the girls behind me. We got a flight to catch to Dallas. I don't know if this video is coming out before or after the Dallas trip, but we're headed out to Dallas in the morning. It's currently 2 a.m. I have not packed or done anything. So it's gonna be a long night, a long weekend. I'm blessed to be able to do this and call it work. Love you guys, rooting for y'all. I'll catch y'all next time I'm out. Woo!